My name is Cordell Sims. I am 42 years old. I got a total probably close to 12 years served in state prison and federal prison as well. My overview story is I grew up in a poverty neighborhood. My mother was on drugs. Father really wasn't nowhere in the picture. So I learned how to hustle at an early age, and I adapted the mindset that I was a product of my environment. With that mindset, it led me to juvenile detentions and foster home. While in foster home, in order to complete my probation for what I was in the foster home for, I had to complete high school. So I started playing basketball, but I still carried the same mentality. So the basketball skills took me to college. While in college, I was doing more than what the student athlete should have been doing, selling drugs, robbing, gang banging, and things of that nature. And after 4 years in college with basketball, I came back home and I was in the street game because I still had that same mentality of a product of my environment. So I caught my first drug case. I got probation, got out on probation within 2 to 3 months. I called another drug case and guns case. Went to trial on that case and I lost in trial. I ended up getting a total of 19 years, a 7-year sentence running consecutively with a 12-year sentence. So I walked in the Missouri Department of Corrections with a 19-year sentence. I didn't do nothing with my time while I was in the Missouri Department of Corrections but play basketball, talk about which rapper had the most money, and a bunch of other frivolous stuff, and I wasn't preparing myself. A Senate bill passed and it cut my time in half, so I was up for immediate parole. While I went to the parole hearing, it was really like the fastest parole hearing that there was. They told me I had a few more years with them. I was part of the problem, and I had institutional behavior and drug treatment to complete before I went home. So I ended up going to the treatment early, and I got out a year early. But like I said, I wasn't ready. So when I got out, I went to the same neighborhood, same environment, hung around the same people, and ended up catching a whole nother case. I ended up going to the county jail on that case, and I beat that case on the technicality. I got back out, went right back to doing the same thing. Caught another case, got violated, went to prison, came back out, went right back to doing the same thing. I had about a good 2 3 year run. Wasn't no county jails or no prison, nothing like that. And the federal government came and picked me up after them 2 or 3 years. They picked me and 31 other people up on conspiracy charges and gang activity. Walked into the federal holdover cell, seen my whole neighborhood, my whole block. I knew it was real. When they took us in the courtroom, they handed me a piece of paper and they had my charges on it. But what I was tripping off of was it had my name versus the United States of America. And that, just from seeing that, and I just stared at that, and it made me ask myself, like, man, why are you still here? Why you keep going back and forth through this? So from that point on, I started reading different books. I started educating myself. I started building a plan and everything. So whenever I got released, I would be prepared. So I did a few years inside the federal prison, got out, and I stuck to my plans and my goals. Got a job, ended up taking life coaching courses, and I ended up becoming a master certified empowerment life coach. I started my own company while working a part-time and full-time. So I had 2 jobs and I was working on my own company as well. Started writing books, and then I started transitioning to becoming a reentry coach. They both played a big role. Technology, just like I was just saying, having access to knowledge at hand that all you gotta do is just Google it or YouTube and it show you how to do certain things and advance in life, and you're getting educated at the same time. So it played a big role in it.